Good evening, everyone. My name is Avipsha Guha, and till yesterday's session, like the last session, we have actually completed till the data type, basically the sequence type data type that we have completed. There we have covered in sequence type, we have covered the list, we have covered the tuple, and we have also covered the range. So, in today's session, we will be starting off with mapping type, that is the dictionary. So, we will be covering the dictionary, then we will be going ahead with the set type and going ahead with the Boolean type, then the binary types, and finally the none type. All of this data types we will be covering in today's session. So, let's begin with the session. So first I am sharing my screen. Okay. So hopefully my screen is visible to you all. So in the last session we have covered till the sequence type. So today we will be covering, like we will be starting with the mapping type. Okay, mapping type. So that is actually the that is dictionary. Okay. So let's just begin with it. Okay. So DICT actually, that is the dictionary, actually stores data in key value pairs. Okay. So what is this? So key value pairs. So it is actually key and value. This kind of key value pair we are able to see. So let's just move it down to the collab and see how we can do that. So first, this is dictionary, that is actually mapping type. Now here, what we are doing, we need to initialize a key value pair. Like we need to have a dictionary setup, right? So let's take student as the variable. Okay. So here we will be putting, like for dictionary to start off, we use the like the second bracket, the curly brushes that we have that we use. Okay. Then here we need to add name. Okay. So Dave, I'll be adding, this Dave that I have given, this is the key actually. Okay. Now I need to add the value. So what is my name? So I'll just put a name as Ram. Now coming down, this is one key, one value pair I have created. Now coming down, I have to create another key. So let's create the key as age. So this is my age, and I'll be adding the age is supposed 21. I am adding, and next I am adding the scores or marks. Okay, so I have added the marks, and let's give the marks as suppose 50. Okay, done. Now I'll be printing. I want to print student. So I have done that. So this student is the variable where I am storing this dictionary. So this dictionary contains three unique key, and with the key I have the value. The three key that I have used here is the name, the age, and the marks. Along with that, the value for the name key is Rav. The value for age key is 21. The value for marks key is 50 that we have taken. Now let's just run it. So it has printed it accordingly. So this is how we work with a dictionary. This is how we actually initialize a dictionary. Now after dictionary, we had to go and focus on set data type, set type of data. Okay. So let's take it as set data type. So in set data type, we will be considering the set and the frozen set. Okay, so one by one, we will be seeing first, we will be seeing the set data type. Okay, so what is set? Set is unordered and no duplicate values should be there inside set. Unordered, well, like it doesn't contain any specific order, but if there is any duplicate value, it will not store that duplicate value. So we'll see it accordingly what exactly we need to see up here. Okay, so here let's take a variable. Let's take the variable as numbers and I am storing the values as 1, comma 1, comma 2, comma 3, comma 3, comma 4, comma 5, comma 5 or 4, comma 5, comma 6. So this is my set. This is how I have to initialize my set. Now I need to print the numbers. Okay, now let's just see. But here you can see when I have printed it, it's giving me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, right? But here when we have taken it, we have used 3 twice, 4 twice, 5 twice. So it contains 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Nine values, specific values inside this set. But as it doesn't contain the duplicate values, only the unique values should be there inside the set. So it has given me only the 6 unique values that are there inside the set. Okay, so this is all about set. We will be discussing everything in details and what functions and operations we can perform inside this kind of data types that we will be also seeing. But as of now, we are just covering a bit about it. And finally, one by one, we will be seeing each of them in details. Now we have the frozen set. Okay, so what is frozen set? It is actually the same as the set, but it cannot be changed. Once we have done that, we cannot re-modify it. Okay, or we cannot modify that to be very specific. So let's just do it. Frozen set. Now we have to take a variable. Let's take f, and I am doing frozen set. I am adding as of 1, 2, 3. Okay, let's print f. So it has given me the frozen set like this. Okay, so it has given me the frozen set as 1, 2, 3. So let's add something also. 3, 2, 4, 5, 9, like that. Let's print it. So it is doing the same. So it has printed 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 9. So the repeated one is 2 and 3. So it has not taken the repeated one accordingly. Only the unique values we have got up here. It's just that frozen set, once we have created this, after it has been created, we cannot modify it. Okay, so it cannot be modified. Now, let's come down to Boolean type. Okay, so Boolean type is like there is, of course, for Boolean type, we have two possibilities, two possible values, either true or false, right? So I can just initialize a variable and give the value as true or false, and it will take accordingly. Okay, there is no requirement of putting this quotation also because this is a specific data type. Like that is the Boolean data type. It's not like the strict data type that for writing any of the text, I would be needing the uh, quotation. It is not like that. Let's just check it. So is num is my variable, and here I am storing the value as true. And now let's print it. Okay, so it is the text I have chosen. Sorry. So I'll just close it and delete this part and I'll use the code. Yes, I want to print is the yes. So it is giving me the value as true. The same way. So if I am doing the other way around, is num is my number and I am using false and I am using print function to do that. So it is also giving me the false. It is this is coming under the Boolean data type. Now coming down to the binary binary types. So what is this binary type? So it actually stores the bytes. Okay, the zeros and ones that it is actually storing. So why we are using this binary data types? Because it is used in images, file, networking, the data, memory operation. In that case, we are requiring this. So now we are looking into binary types. Here within it, we will be seeing the bytes. Let's just see how we can do it. Let's take a variable b and we have bytes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now let's just print it. So here you can see how it is actually storing. The number is changing to something else, right? As you are understanding. So it cannot actually once we have created this byte, it cannot be changed further. Right? Here, if I am changing, it's okay. But after I have created this, now I want modification up here that cannot be done. Okay, so this is the byte. So once it has been made, it cannot be changed after the creation, and this is how it is getting stored. Okay, now we have this byte array. So that is the changeable version of bytes. If I have to change anything, then in that case, I am using this byte array. So let's see it. Let's give the name as like this. So I am giving the byte array like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I want to print it and I want to change the zeroth index position with something else. Okay, let's just first run it. So we have got this. Now let's run it as BYA. I have the zeroth index and I want to change it to 10. And now I want to print VY, right? So let's just print it. So see here we have got the value accordingly. This has changed to n, right? So I guess you people are understanding how it is taking accordingly. The same thing when I am doing it for the zeroth index, it is taking it accordingly. Okay. Now we have to use this memory view. What is this memory view? It is used to access the memory of the byte without I need there is no need of copying it, right? Without copying, if I need to access the memory byte without copying, then I am using this memory view. So let's take it as m equals to memory view b and print m I am doing. So memory view of b is this, and I have want to get the memory of this. So this has given me the memory. So like this. Next, coming down, we have the none type. None type is like no value. It is empty, nothing. This kind of values, if I need to say, then I am using this none type. So let's take it. In none type, let's just take a variable and store as in AA, or we can just a moment. N equals to, let me store it as none, right? I want to print none, print n, and let's see, we have got the value as n. Okay, so this is all about none data type. So let's just like wrap this part in a quick summarized way for easy understanding the data types in Python. So there are various data types in Python. The type is text. So for Python name, we are using as str, that is string. For example, the example that can be like any of the name. If I am saying hello, that is anything that is textual format, that is the string data type in Python, or text data type, whatever we call it. Now coming down to whole numbers. Whole numbers, that is the Python name that we are giving, that is int. The any of the integer like 10, 12, 18, anything that doesn't contain the decimal values, that is coming under the whole numbers. Next is decimal. In Python, we call it as float, like 5.3, 5.7, 3.14, 1.289. This anything having this decimal point is called the decimal or the float. Next, we have this complex number. So in Python, we call it as complex only. The form is 2 plus 3j. So 3j, this part is, there is one real part and one is imaginary part. 2 plus 3j in here. 2 is the real part. 3j, this part is the imaginary part. Next, we have the list. List for list, we use the square back brackets, and we include different types of numbers, like different types of values inside it, like one, two, three, like that. We can include a tuple. Tuple is for initializing tuple, we use the parenthesis, that is one, two, three. Inside it, we can use the values, any values that we want inside it, we can include. Next is range. Range is like I want to get some of the range from suppose 1 to 5, then I'll be taking range from 1 to 6, so that I get the values from 1 to 5 accordingly. Next, we have this dictionary. It is a key value pair, as we have discussed. So it needs to have a proper key, and with that, it needs to have a proper value to take it accordingly. Next, coming down, we have the set. Set is a data type that contains the values. The unique values will be only contained in the set data type. That cannot be like any duplicate values that are there inside the set data type, that will not be taken accordingly. Only the unique values that are there uh, inside the inside the set data type, we can include that. So for set, we are again using this curly brushes, and also for dictionary, we are using this curly brushes. Next, we have this frozen data type. So as you know, for frozen data type, this is the similar kind like the set, but once it has been created, we can't change it. Okay. So there is no change or modification can be made inside the frozen set for frozen set once it has been initialized. Next, we have Boolean data type, that is the true or the false. Then we have the binary data type, that is bytes. So it actually gives us the bytes for the values that we are storing. Next is the none data type. So this is all about the none data type. So anything there is empty or no values or nothing is there in that means that is none. So that is called as none data type. So like if I have to do it as n equal to and I am printing n. So there is an invalid syntax. But why? But if I have nothing here, right? So it is actually calling as none. This part is none. There is nothing. So if there is nothing, we just replace the blank or anything with none. So now if I run it, so it will work, right? So that is the part. Next is Python operators. So next is Python operators. We'll discuss about Python operators. Just a minute, let me create a new sheet. Okay, so we have created a new sheet. Now we will be understanding about Python operators. So what are operators? Operators are basically the symbols that tell Python what action we need to perform. Okay, so Python operators. So it is what? It is basically the symbols. So these are specifically the symbols that actually helps to understand like which action Python needs to perform. So let's discuss about some of the operators. The very first operator that we can discuss, that is the summation operation operator. So this is wait, let's just put it inside the quotes so that it is easily understandable. So this is this plus sign. This is the symbol, not the quotation, because we are like doing everything in Excel, the notes and all. That's why for easy understanding and also so that it doesn't affect, because in Excel we do some of the operation with using this symbols only. So so we like if so it doesn't affect anything. That's why we are putting the symbol within the quotations. Okay, but when you'll be using in Python, only use the plus sign. Okay, so that is for addition operation. Now we have this subtraction. So that is for subtraction. Next we have this multiplication. Next, we have the comparing. For comparing any of the value, what we are doing. So we are using, just a moment, we are using double equal to, and that is for comparing. Next, we have this and, that is to check the logic. Okay. So these are all some of the operators. So we can do some of the work. The operators actually work on the values and the variables. Okay. So it actually work on the values and the variables. Let's just check it how we can do it. So let's move in here. So let's first start with this addition operator. Addition. So how we will be doing? We will be putting a variable and putting the name as A, and inside the variable storing the value as 10. Next, I am creating another variable B, inside it storing the value as 5. Now I want to print A plus B. Okay, let's just run it. So once we have run it, it will take a bit time. Wait. So we are getting 15 here. Okay, so we are getting 15 here. Actually, the value is 15 only, right? So now the Python operators we will be discussing in details about the similar way we can use all of this. So we can do it accordingly. Now we will be discussing the 7 main types of operators. Okay, 7 main types of operator. Inside 7 main types of operator, we have the arithmetic operator, the assignment operator, the comparison operator, logical operator, bitwise operator, the membership operator, and the identity operator. So we will be seeing each of them in detail. The very first one, that is arithmetic operator. The second one is assignment operator. The third one is comparison operator. The fourth one is the logical operator. Fifth one is the bitwise operator. The sixth one is the membership operator. The seventh one is the identity operator. Okay. So all of this are the 7 different types of or 7 main type of operators. Okay, so we will be discussing each one of them in details. The very first one, that is the arithmetic operator. Okay, arithmetic operator. So here we will be understanding about the operators, what exactly they mean, what exactly they want to get. Okay, so now if we have this addition, so okay, let's just put it inside the code. So this addition operator, now this is actually what add. Now, if I need to just do any of the example like 10 plus 5, next I am doing equal to and putting here, I am getting the value. Okay, sorry. So if I am doing 10 plus 5, so I am equal to giving this Just a moment. 10 plus 5. So I am getting the value as 15, right? So this is how we have to do the operation. So here we will be doing all of this in Python. Like we'll be seeing each of them. Next, coming down to the subtraction. This is subtraction. And we have the value, suppose 10 minus 5, right? 10 minus 5. So it is giving here. Let's just change it this way because it is not able to take it. So let's just change it to general and take it to 10 minus 5. And let's just put it inside the code. Okay. So 10 minus 5 I need to do. And 10 minus 5, what is it? Of course, 5. So my result will be like this. So let's just go down in, we'll be discussing all of this inside the collab. So we'll just discuss about the different type of operators here. Next, we'll move down to collab and see all of it. Next, we have this multiplication one. Next, we have the division. So we have this division one. Next, we have the floor division, like floor divide that actually remove the decimals, right? So we have this. Next, we have the modulus. So this is the modulus. Next, we have the power. So, like square, if we need to do the square to the power, this actually do it to the power 2 to the power 2 if I need to do it. So, I'll be using this. If I need to do 2 to the power 3, then it is 2 to the power 3 is 8. So, that it will be taking accordingly. Okay. So, this is multiplication. This one is division. This one is floor division. This one is actually modulus, and this one is power. Okay. So what is modulus? Modulus is giving us the remainder value. If I am doing 10 modulus 3, 10 modulus 3, so it will be giving me the value as 1. Why? Because if we are dividing 10 divided by 3, in that case, it 3 goes 3 times gives 9, and we have 1 as a remainder, right? Since 1 we are getting as remainder and modulus only gives us the remainder value, so here the value is coming as 1. Now coming down to this floor division. What is this floor division? Floor division actually removes the decimal. If I am doing the value is 10 floor divided by like 10 divided by floor divided by 3, then the value, the exact quotient value that we will be getting, it is 3.33333, right? So that it will be removing it off and will give me the only value, that is it will be giving me 3. Okay, so this is the floor division power. As I told, if I am giving going 2 to the power 3, so my answer would be 8. Okay, so this is all about the arithmetic operators. Now we will be moving down to the assignment operators. Okay, assignment operators. The very first one is plus equal to. So that is add and assign. Okay. So what is this? This is add and assign. Okay. Now, if I am doing x plus equal to, sorry, plus equal to 5, what does it mean? It will be meaning x equal to x plus 5. Okay, so this is add and assign, the very first operator in assignment operators. Next, we have the minus equal to the same thing. So it will be giving us the subtraction with and assigning. That is the same thing. And we have to remove this. Yes. So this is the same, but here we are using subtraction and assign. The same thing, x minus equal to 5, that is x equal to x minus 5. Okay, so this is the same. Now coming down the multiply and assign. So that is the same. Next we have the division with assign. Next, we have this divide and assign. Then we have the modulus and assign. Modulus and assign. Next, we have after modulus and assign, we have the power and assign. The functions are going the same, but with the same functions, we are like the same operators, we are using the assign operators. Like if it is like the same, like if it is coming down same, so x plus equal to 5, that is x equal to x plus 5. So if we are doing the power 2 power 3, then sorry, x plus equal to like x power equal to 3, then it will be x equal to x to the power 3. Okay, so that would be the exact thing. Now we have this comparison operators. What we are doing inside comparison operator, so the operator is equal to, so this one is equal to, like if 5 equal to 5, this is my condition, like 5 equal to 5 equal to 5. So this is my result. What would be my result? The result would be true because it is satisfying, because 5 exactly is equal to 5, right? So that is actually giving me the result as true. So next after this we have not equal to. So for that we are using this for not equal to. In that case, suppose 5 not equal to 3, then my result would be true. In this respect, if I am giving it as 5, then my result would be false. So in that case, my result would be false. Okay. So this is how we have to take it. There are other operators as well that we will be seeing accordingly. So let's just take it down this part at least to the there are other operators like the comparison operators that we can discuss over. So one by one we will be discussing each of them in details for better understanding and analysis. And once we are done, then we will be moving it down to the collab for easy understanding. So after this, we have this comparison like the greater than. Next, we have the less than. Then we have this greater than equal to. Next, we have this less than equal to. So this is like if used in if conditions. This everything, all of this will be used in. Next, we have this logical comparison. So in this case, we have the operators as AND operator. So it is like when both the condition has to be true, both condition to be true, both condition true. Next, we have this or, either of them should be true. So at least one must be true. Next, we have this not. Not is like the reverse. Reverses the true or false. If example is not true, the output we will be getting as false, right? So that is reverses. Reverses true or false. Okay, so this is the logical operators. Sorry, this is operators, not the comparison. Next, we have the bitwise operator. So bitwise operators, here the numbers are converted to binary. Okay, so we have different operators like AND operator, that is the AND. Next, we have this operation, that is the tilt. So this is the operator. Next, we have this XOR operator. Next, we have this NOT operator. Next, we have this left shift, right shift. So left shift is this one. Next, the similar one. This one is the right shift. Okay. So now we will be taking in some of the example and understand about it. So before that, we have the one or two operators that is left. First one is the membership operator. Okay, membership operator. So it checks if something is inside a group or not. So that is in operator. So that actually checks the presence, checks the presence. Like, let me give you an example for this. So if we have the word as apple, okay, okay, now it contains the alphabet that is A. So it will be checking if A is present in apple. So it will be checking A in apple. Okay, so this we are doing using this in, that is a membership operator. Okay, next we have this not in. So that is also checking like what is actually not available. So it will check Z in Apple. Okay. So here my output would be true. And here also the same thing it will be. Okay, true. Now, irrespective of here, it's not in, it would be not in, sorry. It would be not in, not in, Z not in. Z not an apple, my result would be true. If I am writing in respective of Z, it is here A, then my result here would be false. Okay. So this is how we have to do for membership operators. So it works in string, list, tuple, and set specifically. Now we have this identity operator, that is the last one. So in identity operators, it actually checks if two things are exactly the same object or not. Okay. So if it is taking is that, then what does it mean? It is having the same identity. Next, we have this is not, then it is saying that they are not the same, not the same. Okay. So this is actually giving the idea like this. Now, let's just recapitulate all of this. So, we have the seven operators: the arithmetic, the assignment, the comparison, the logical, the bitwise, the membership, and the identity. So, arithmetic is for the mathematical calculation, assignment is for assigning or updating the values. Next is for comparison, it compares the numbers and the text. Logical, it actually combines the conditions, whatever be the conditions given, it actually checks and combines with the conditions. Next is bitwise, it is for the binary operations. Next, we have this membership that actually checks inside a group if that is present or not present. Next, we have this identity. It checks for the same object if if the things are actually same or identical or not. This is all about the operators. So now we will be going down in the collab and seeing one by one each of them in details. So let's go here. Arithmetic operators. So now we have taken this. Now let's take another example. Suppose A equals to 45, B equals to 90. Okay. B equals to 90. Now I want to get the result that is equal to A plus B. Now I want to print the result, and before that I want to get the name as addition result. This is this. Okay. Let's just see. Okay, what is the issue? Addition result. Okay, this needs to be here actually. Yes. Now it will be doing good. Addition result. Invalid syntax. Why? Okay, I haven't used the comma. So this would be the comma that I need to use. Now I have got the result accordingly. Okay. So A equals to 45, B equals to 90, result equals to A plus B, addition result. I am giving the result like this. Okay. So now the similar way we can do the subtraction. Let's do the subtraction. So we'll add it accordingly. So here we will be adding minus, and let's give it addition, subtraction. Now let's print it. So it is minus 45 because B is larger. If we are going and putting B minus A, and I'll get the result as 45. Okay, similar for multiplication. If I want to do the thing as this, and I want to just do it accordingly. So this is my result if I am multiplying. If I am dividing, so this would be my result. Okay, so this is how we are doing. Now, if I want to do the modulus, so my modulus will be 0 because it is actually totally like this. Division is actually work is 90 divided by 45. My result is 2, like the quotient, right? But the remainder is 0. So the remainder is giving me the value as 0. Now, if I am taking to the power, like, so this would be the value. So let's just change the value of A, or let's put it to the power 2 and check it. The value is 8100. Okay. Next, we have this assignment operators. Okay, let's take about assignment operator. The very first one is add and assign. So let's take it. We will be taking this one. So the very first one, so x equals to, let's put it 10, and then equal to x plus equal to, I am giving 5. Like it is same as x equals to x plus 5. Okay, that we have discussed. Now I want to print, yes, but here I want to give x equal to, and I want to give a comma. Now I want to print it. So it is giving 15. 10 plus 5 is of course 15. So that is my result is 15. Next, similar to subtraction, if I need to do the subtraction, so if I am doing it, so it will be giving me 5. Next, if I am wanting to do this multiplication, then it will be just adding the multiplication sign. It is 50, 10 into 5, that is 50. Now we have this division, so let's add it and we are getting 2. So we have done all of it accordingly. Next, let's see what else we are having up here. So we have all of this, and we can use this one and this one also. Let's check it up here if that is working well or not. So let's just do it. So it is giving me the value like this, and if for modulus, if I am doing, so it will be coming 0 only, of course, because 10 is divisible by 5. So my remainder will come down to 0 only. Now we have this comparison operator. So in comparison operator, what we will be doing, we will be first using this equal to. So let's take A equals to 10. And for the next one, I'll be also taking B equals to 10. Right? Now here I'll be checking print A equal to B. A equal to B. So the values are true. That's why the values are coming like that. Let's change the value of B. So the value is coming down to be false. Now not equal to. Like let's check it for not equal to. So I am doing it for not equal to. So it is true, of course, because the values are different. Now if I'm changing the value of B and using it, the value is coming down to be false. Now, if I need to just check the values to here to be 100, and I am checking it for this one, so the value is true. So different conditions, it's actually checks. So if I am doing it, so it is telling false, right? So this all are the comparison operators. Next, coming down, we have this logical operator. logical operator. So what we can take A equals to 100. Now I want to print A is greater than 50 and A is less than 100. Let's just print it like that. And that is false. Now, if I'm changing the value to 5, A is greater than 5 and A is less than 20. So I am getting the values as true, right? Because I am using and here. I am getting and here. Because in and both the condition needs to be true. And if here I am also putting if A is greater than 5 and A is also greater than 20, now let's see, I'll get the value as true because here we have used the and both the conditions are true. That's why I am getting the value as true. So now if I if I am using any of the operations like in place of and I am using or, now printing it, it is true. If this value I am putting it down here, then also it is putting true. Why? Because at least one of the condition is true. Like A is less greater than 5. That is true, right? But A is of course not lesser than 20. That is not true. For this, it is printing true. Now, if I am just changing it to this, now see, it will give me false. A is lesser than 5. That is not true. And A is also lesser than 20. That is also not true. That's why it is giving me the result as false. Okay. Now we have this not operation. Then what we are doing in not, the same thing we will be doing here. We will be putting a value. So x equals to true. We will be adding it true. Now we have to print not x. Right? Let's print it. So I'll get false. So if I am printing only X, so my result would be of course true. So that is the exact part. Now we have this membership operators. Membership operators. So membership operators is in and not in. So for this we can use it in list. So we will be using in list only. So we will be using fruits that we are giving inside a list some of the name of the fruits like apple. Then we will be adding banana. Then we will be using mango. We have used it. Now I want to see like apple in fruits. Like if apple, this value is inside the list or not. So print apple in fruits. So let's just run it. The result is yes. Now if I am using print apple not in fruits, so it is false. So of course that means that apple in false. So let me add some other name, grapes. So it is true. Okay. So this is the membership operators. Next we have this identity operator. Identity operator. Identity operator is and is not. That is the exact thing here. So let's take a list that will contain, suppose, 1, 2, 3. Now we have to take B equal to A. That is the part. Next we have B equals to A. Now we have the C that we are writing as 1, 2, 3 only. Now I want to print like A is B, like A is in the same box or not, that I need to see. And I need to see print A is C. True and false, of course. Because A is 1, 2, and 3, and I am giving B equal to A. So B is, of course, equal to A, and C is equal to 1, 2, and 3. Though the elements are same, but a different box, right? But having the same values. The values are same, but they are into different boxes, right? So that is why it is telling as true and false. Okay. Next, we have this bitwise operator, that is AND, XOR, that one. So we will be just taking that as well. So bitwise operator. So now if I am taking A equal to 5 and I am taking, suppose, B equal to 3, in that case, of course, the binary version of A would be 1.1 and binary version of 3 is 011, right? So now I want to print A and B. Okay. So I am printing A and B and I want to print A or, that is, or B. Okay, let's see. So I have got the result as 1 and 7, right? So because the value is print A and B, and this is the AND operation that I am doing, and I am doing this OR operation, that is this one. This one is the OR operation that I am doing. So for this, I am getting the result as 7. Okay, so this is all about Python operator. Now we will be moving on to the input from the user. If we need to get the input from the user, then what we will be doing. So let's just take another file. Input from the user. So in that case, what is user input in Python? First, we need to understand that, right? So, user input means like I want to let the user type something into the program while it is running. So, we are just like in some of the case when friends are sitting together. So, I want my friend to answer some of the questions, right? So that is the exact thing. Like when we are filling up the form, we have the query like what is your name? So it gives us the access to write our own name, right? So the same thing is here as well. So here it is actually asking to give the same names. What is the name that we are actually asking to give accordingly? Okay. So what is your name? So the name they are actually providing the name. So that is all about this. So we will be seeing how we can do that accordingly. So first, we have this basic input from the user. So let's take a variable as name because I want to get my name inputted here. So I'll be using input. Input is the inbuilt function in Python. So here I'll be going and putting enter your name. enter your name. So I'll be adding this and will keep a bit space here. And now I'll be printing print. I want to say hello to the person, so it will be printing hello, and with it, it will be adding the name. So let's print it. So here you can say it's asking my name. So I'll add my name as Abhipsha. So I'll press enter. So it is telling hello Abhipsha. Okay, so this is the user input that we are getting. So here input, enter your name. This actually shows the message to the user. So here I am the writing, I am just writing the code and I am the user only. So I am just doing it accordingly. This I'll be in the output when I am rerunning it. So if I am giving the name it as a B, so it is giving in the output, it is giving me this question with the space to write the answer, right? Then I am entering, so it is performing this function. The like this work is been performing, and it is displays hello with a B or a Vishra, whatever the name I am putting. Okay. So now this is for string. If I want to put any of the string variable inside it, in that case, it is doing it like that. Now, if I need to input only the only the numbers. So by default, here the input it is taking is always text, that is the string. Now, if you want to add numbers, you must have to convert it. So for converting it, we will be using it like that. So let's take it age. So here I want only the input as a specific number, not the text. So I'll be using int. Int is the variable, sorry, int is the integer data type that I'll be using. Input is the input function to add the values accordingly, and I want to do it like this. So let's put my age, and it is giving the value is age with your age is this. Okay. So next, if I need to change this to float, or let's create another, let's create price equal to here. I want to use the float and I want to use enter the price. So now I am entering the price is this and I want to enter. So I am getting the price accordingly. Okay, so it's not like for only one section you can get the input. So for many you can get the input accordingly. Like in multiple inputs you can get from the user accordingly. So in that case, what we will be doing, so sorry, let's delete it. Okay. So if you take multiple inputs in one line, in that case, you need to use the split function. So how you'll be using this? A comma B. Next, you will be using input. Then you will be using enter two numbers separately. I want to enter two values separately and once, like let's put it here separately, separated by space. Let's just run it. So I have the number as 10. Let's enter. So it is not taking because I have put it only one number, but my expectation is two, right? So I'll be adding 2, 20, and I will be adding 10 and then hit enter. So my values are coming as 20 and 10. This is the output that I am getting. Now, if you want to take it into want to get the values in a string format, these are the values that you have got. Like in split, you have got all of these values as numerals, right? Now you want to get the number into string. In that case, what you'll be doing, A, comma B, you will be using this map function. Next, you will be using the int input with two values separately. So here A and B are now the integers. Okay. So now as I told, these values are here, these values that you have taken, these values are specifically the string values, right? So in that case, you won't be able to, like, if I want to get the values as this, let's run it. So let's 20, 20, enter. So it is giving me the values are 110, 110 and 20. So it is not actually performing the operation, addition operation, right? It is just merging it together. So if I am putting it like this, so there would be a space between them. So if I am putting 10, 20, and putting enter. So the values are like this. It's not like it is doing the operation and it is doing it for me. No, not. So just for that is because they are taking it in the they are taking down in the textual format, like the string format. That is the case. So now if I am going here and putting it as Ram, Shyam, and put enter. So it is giving me the value as Ram and Shyam. Okay. So now if here I am putting, like I am running it down. So here I am using 2 and 6 and it is giving me 2 and 6. Now if I am running it and trying to put Ram and Shyam, so it is not taking because I have used the int data type here. Now I can't take it like that. It will only include the values that I have taken in an integer format. Okay, so this is how we are taking it for this. Now we can also do the input with this type conversion. So how we can do that, we will be seeing it like that. Like if I need to perform any of the operation up here, how we will be doing. So here I'll be using int input, enter the first number, enter the number, right? That is good to go. And now I will be using y again, int input, enter a number. So here enter the first number, enter the second number, like this. Now I want to do the sum operation with x plus y and I want to print sum equal to, okay, just a moment. Yes, now I want to use sum. Let's run it. So my first number that I'll be putting here would be suppose 20 and the second number I'll be putting around 90 and I got the value as the sum equal to, like it should be equal to, sorry, let's do it once more. 20, enter, 90, enter this. Okay, so this is how we have to do it like that. Here we can do some of the more, like here we can do it either some we can do, or we can do here this. Here I'll be adding x plus x plus I need to do the plus. Where is the plus thing? Yes. Next I'll be using plus y comma sum. Let's print it. So it's 20, enter, 90, enter. Okay, okay. A string and number that is unsupported. That's why it is not taking like this. So that is the case. So if I am removing it altogether and only put number, then it will be taking it like that. There won't be any issue up there. So it is taking the sum equals to 110. Okay. So this is the exact way of doing this point. Next, coming down, we have to do like this is all about the details. Now, if I want to change it to float, that also I can do. So if I am changing into float and now taking it, so let's take it 30.90. I am taking this. So that would be giving me the error because here it is int, right? So let's rerun it. So I am doing 34, enter 90. Let's put it like 90 only. So it will be giving because automatically it will be taking one decimal place that is zero. There won't be any issue up there. But if I am taking here the decimal point, there will be an issue. Okay. Next, moving down, if I am taking the value as this and putting, so I am getting the result as this. Okay. So this is how we have to take the input from the user. So this is how we need to do the input from the user. Next, moving down about type conversion. Just wait, let the page load. Okay, this is the new file and this is about type conversion. So what is type conversion? Type conversion is changing from one data type into the another data type. Okay, so suppose I am writing 10, but Python like 10 I am writing that is the integer, but Python sees it as a text, that is the string, and we want to change it to number, that is integer data type. So that is a type, that is a way how we can convert the conversion, like we can convert the type. Okay. So why this type conversion is needed? The very first question that can come to your mind. So the user input is always string in default, right? We until and unless we are specifying that is actually a string, right? So that is by default, that is string. Without changing it, we can't do anything. So we have to do the type conversion for that. So if we are doing the type conversion, then there won't be any issue in getting the values accordingly. So that for that we need to do the type conversion. Somewhat we have already discussed. So in details we will be discussing over here. Okay. So suppose x equals to input I am giving and the value I am getting, enter something. So I am putting, okay. Okay. So I have put the value. Now I want to print the type. I want to print which type, which data type the x is. So I want to put here. Okay, so there is an issue up here. Let me just close the other one. This one is type conversion, so I want to close all of it. So let's run it now. Okay, so I want to enter something. So I let me enter as first a web shop. Putting enter, so I it has given me that it is a string data type. That is correct, right? Now let me just copy it down and paste it here. Now I want to run it once again. Here I'll be putting 21435. Enter. So it is now also it is giving me string, right? Because for this user input, it always string that is coming by default. Until and unless I am just giving a specific kind of type that should be included, it will not take it accordingly. So I want to add numbers, so I need integer or float. So I need to tell it accordingly. So now if I am just telling it as int, closing my parenthesis here and just put it. Now I am giving 23 enter. So now it is giving me the class. It is integer data type. Now I am just changing to float. Let's take 21. So it is also giving me float, but I have given the integer value. No decimal places is there, right? But since the value I have taken is float, so it will be giving me the float. So 21.896. So now it is actually the float. Okay. So this is about the type conversion in when we are getting the value, like user input when we are getting. In that case, how we are getting. Now let's suppose there is no user input. I want to get it like in a similar way. So let's take as num string and I am giving the value as 50. Now I have num integer and I want to take as int and I want to take it like that. And I want to check for the integer. Okay, what is the issue? Okay, I haven't closed the bracket yet. So it is giving me the value to be integer, right? Because here this was the variable where I have stored the value 50 as a string. Now I have taken another variable and just changed it to integer variable. Integer value, not the variable, integer value, and given the variable that where I have stored the variable value in a string format. So that is why it is taking it like that. Now I want to do the string to float. The same thing I need to do it to float. So I'll be using float and I'll run it. So it will be giving me the float. Now, if I want to do the number to the string, in that case, what I'll be doing? I'll be doing x equal to 100. Now I have x string that will be str into x. And I want to see the type of xstr. So that is a string type. Okay. So this is how I can convert numbers to string. Now, if I need to convert the number to Boolean, how I'll be doing? Suppose A I am taking as 0 and B equals to 1 I am taking. Okay. Now I want to print Boolean as A and Boolean as B. Now let's take it. So it is false and it is true because A equals to 0, that When I'm converting to A, that is, it will be giving me false and print boolean to B. This is 1. So it will be giving me false. So 0 whenever we are getting, that is false. The other, any number we are giving, that will be true. So in place of 1, if I am putting 7, so it will be true. In place of 0, if I am putting 1, let's all of this will come true, right? For whenever the value is 0, then only in Boolean it will be printing as false. For any other numbers except 0, it will be taking as true. Okay. Now, if I want to convert integer to complex number, what I'll be doing? I'll be taking x equals to suppose 5 and y I want to take it as complex and I want to put this x value up there and want to print y and want to print the type of the y. So it is giving me the value while it is x. Okay, let's first print x. Then we will get a better clarity. Print x. Okay. Let's just do it. So x is 5. While I have converted to the complex, I have got 5 plus 0 j and the type is the complex. Okay. So this is how we can convert. Now, if I want to use this type conversion into with this input, then how we will be doing it? In the same way we will be doing it. So let's do it. The same thing that we have done previously, the same one we will be doing it. So here we will be using x, int, we will be using input, enter something, and I am doing it like that. Now I want to take another, the same thing, and I want to print the value like this. Okay, so let's put it. So let's put 12 and let's put 56. Adding it, I am getting 68. That is the type conversion that I am doing up here. Now, if I am just removing this totally, now let me run it. So here I am putting as 12 and here I am putting RAM and here I can't do this one, right? Because it is not giving me the opportunity to do it because it is giving x plus y. So there is one integer and one string value. So it is not possible for me to do it. So if I am printing it like x comma y ram, so it is giving me 2 ram. Okay, so that is the point. Now if I am want to change it to float and want to close it down and need to run it 12 12.67. So it is giving me the result as like this. Now I need to just change the addition. So 12, 12.78. So it is giving me the value accordingly. Okay. So this is all about the type conversion in details. So in details, how we are doing, we have the user input, then we have the variables, then we are doing this type conversion, then operators, then the output. This is how my chain is going. Okay. So we have covered the data types, the remaining data types, the operators we have covered, and the type conversion we have covered. In the next session, we will be seeing in details about list, tuple, dictionary, set. all of them in a bit details with some of the coding part there, how we can do that, what are the operations that we can perform over there, that we will be going through, and eventually we will be moving down to the next section one by one. So this is all about the module 1 that we have discussed. After this is completed, so here we are only left with mutable and unmutable, and with mutable and unmutable we will be discussing the some of the data types in details. After completing this, we will be done with module 1. Then we will be eventually moving down to module 2. So this is the strategy that we will be following accordingly. Once we are completing this, moving down to module 2. Once module 2 is completed, we'll go down to module 3. This is how the entire course will be covered accordingly. Okay. So thank you everyone for connecting today. So we'll join in the next session accordingly and cover the rest part. Okay. Thank you. Bye.